expressing his views with regard to the development projects to be supported by the Indian government. He was talking about Honorable Foreign Minister Dr. Jaishankar's visit and his opinion with regard to development projects. And then he himself was pointing out the electricity projects in order to sell excess energy to Sri Lanka. And he has also commented on the Jaffna flights, resumption of Jaffna flights. So this will expand our connectivity. Even he would like to revive the old partnership to develop more projects and to resume the ship travel as well. And also he has also pointed out establishing Indian universities. So rather than having old episodes, let us create new episodes with these G20 possibilities. With that brief note, may I invite Dr. Jehan Perera from Sri Lankan capital Colombo, Executive Director, National Peace Council of Sri Lanka, on India's G20 presidency, opportunities for crisis hit Sri Lanka. Dr. Jehan Perera is the Executive Director of the National Peace Council of Sri Lanka, which is an educational and advocacy organization that focuses on peace building and transitional justice. And also political analyst and columnist for national newspapers and websites focusing on inter-ethnic reconciliation and peace building. He is also a supervisor to master's degree students of Faculty of Graduate Studies and visiting lecturer in Conflict and Peace Studies program of the University of Colombo. May I kindly invite Dr. Jehan Perera to speak on India's G20 presidency, opportunities for crisis hit Sri Lanka. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I was grateful to the ESST for giving me this opportunity to present workshop seminar and for being part of it. And I'm especially grateful, happy that we have our guests from India also participating in this program. It's wonderful to see that the bonds of human warmth and goodwill are so strongly there in our Indian colleagues. We are very grateful to India for the assistance that it provided us in our time of need. There were times when we were waiting for the next Indian ship to come in and to give us the threat. And that was a very great act of friendship on the part of India. Sri Lanka needs to be grateful and remember it. The problem for us is that as an island nation, we have a very insular thinking. And I think that there's a lot that we don't know about India and about Tamil Nadu. And unlike the people in Jaffna, people in Jaffna are much more linked to India. They don't have such an island mentality as those of us in the south, the Sinhalese in particular, who have an insular thinking. Whereas when I visit Jaffna, I know that the television stations, for instance, most of them come from India. And so there's a certain connection with the larger Indian society, and I'm sure people in Jaffna know more about what's happening in India and Tamil Nadu than those in the south of Sri Lanka. I think that's something that we need to address, because in Sri Lanka there is this Ramakrishnan despite the assistance that India has given, the 2 days that it sent, there have been misgivings about it also, and some cynicism. But we have to understand why that is so. It is unfortunate, but because of the insularity, the lack of exposure to India and Tamil Nadu, which you find in our media, India doesn't really cover affairs in India and Tamil Nadu. It's very much centered around what's going on in Sri Lanka. Almost all our newspapers, the news is all about what's happening in Sri Lanka, the politics, the murders, or drug problem. Very little space given to international news. We live in a sort of a very cloistered environment. And we focus, remember only our past history. And the past history that the Sri Lankan, the Sinhalese people know most is going to the ancient history, the Mahabharata, which talks about ancient wars. We remember what happened during the LTT period when India supported at the start the Tamil militancy. Those are what is remembered. And so that fear factor is there, which needs to be overcome. Because the world has changed. The world has changed and we need to think of the modern world. And our new president, our present president, he actually thinks like that. And that is one of the positive features in him. I attended a conference that was held 2 days ago. The Jamaya to Lanka or Sri Lanka held a big event to commemorate their 100 years of existence. And at this event, the president, he referred to the fact that we sometimes live in the past. We look at historical things. We try to go back to history. All of our communities, the Muslims, the Sinhalese, the Tamils, and we have to live in the present. India, we have a great advantage. India, as now we heard, Indian colleagues talk about what India can do to help Sri Lanka. And I believe that India, as president of G20, can do a lot and will do a lot for Sri Lanka. I mean, it is our biggest donor at the moment. It gave us $4 billion. We have to be very grateful for that. And the great advantage we have is that we can get to know Indian political leaders personally, our leaders, in a way that they cannot interact with say, the leaders of Europe and America. Now, our president has been invited by the Indian Prime Minister to visit India. And the opportunity for their personal relationship, possible personal relationships possible, which are very deep, the relationship that we need to build and especially in the coming days, our president has promised, I think verbally he has promised that he's going to address the main problem in our country, although it is manifested today in economic crisis, it is really the ethnic conflict, the problem that existed right from the beginning of our independence, from 1948. We have had this problem in our country, ethnic conflict, and our leaders have tended to have always been very nationalist and majoritarian in their interest. Who is sometimes we speak of him as a great statesman and someone who thought of the entire Sri Lanka, but actually the first thing that government did in 1948 was to disenfranchise disenfranchised. I would say they are not us, and they are not our citizens. And to try and send them back, they excluded that section of the population. And so that is something that we have to deal with. Now, our president has said that he's going to deal with this. He said that he's going to deal with it this year, a problem that has not been solved for 75 years. He's hoping to solve it in a few weeks or months. So people are very skeptical about this. And but one thing in his favor, I think, is that he has not been ever, he has not been racist in his talk, in his thinking. He has never promoted nationalism, which is something very rare because nationalism is such an easy way to get votes. And in this competitive party politics, almost all our leaders have been nationalistic, or they are very quiet about this issue of ethnic justice, of minority rights, of power sharing, of federalism. They don't say anything. But our president, Vikramasinghe, I think he is willing to say an argument. I'm not saying I'm a fan of it, and that I think that he is the answer to our country because there are other areas where he can be very much criticized. And in the south of the country, there is a lot of hostility and anger that he has sustained the government that the people didn't want, that people came protesting in their tens of thousands to get rid of the government, and that now President has managed to sort of rescue those people who should not be in power because of what they did. But nevertheless, the very fact that he is now talking about solving the ethnic problem is something that we need to take seriously because any solution first starts in the mind of people. It is an idea in the mind, then that has to be implemented. And it is possible that is now became the Jaffna and he pledged that he will implement the 13th Amendment fully. The 13th Amendment is an outcome of Indian insistence and persistence. If India did not pressurize the then government of Sri Lanka, we wouldn't have the 13th Amendment. We wouldn't have the provincial councils. Now, of course, on the other hand, councils are not functioning. For 5 years, they have not been functioning. Now, President Vikramasinghe has said he will fully implement the 13th Amendment and that he will also attend to the issue of the prisoners who have been taken in under the Prevention of Terrorism Act. Some kept for 10, 20 years without trial. The land of that people that have been taken over by the military and now being taken over by the religious clergy on the grounds that it is some archaeological site. He has said that he will, and then the issue of the missing persons, all difficult problems. He said it's going to do it. And I think that India can offer assistance. India can support this process that the President is talking about. And in terms of the type of revolution that we have, I think the Indian model is something that India can assist us to achieve in our own country. Because the Indian model of federalism, of regional autonomy, of devolution of power has succeeded in India. It has worked very well. Where India is now a country where each of the states has lots of self-determination, and it is something. And India is a united country. So we expect and look forward to India helping Sri Lanka. India can help us in terms of the international community because Sri Lanka in the last several years has been been viewed very critically by the international community. Most recently, the Canadian government has now sanctioned former Sri Lankan president and said that they are guilty of committing international human rights violations. And that's a very serious thing. We have to deal with that. Again, the government has said that they are going to set up a Truth and Reconciliation Commission to go into the past and deal with these issues of human rights violations. They have said they repeal the Prevention of Terrorism Act. Now, in all of this, the government needs support. I mean, the leadership, the leaders who are liberal and who want to reach out and try and create a united Sri Lanka need support. And so we look forward to Indian support in that regard. And in the same way that India gave us massive economic support at times we needed it most to sustain our country and the people. So that's all that I really want to say at this time. And I'm again again grateful, thankful that I'm here in listening to what India's role in the G20 presidency can do for the world and also for Sri Lanka. Thank you very much.